What's up, fellas? 16 Yojo Daddy here. Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can get updates of when more content is coming to the channel. Guys, got in a Pulse order today. Finally got Big Lob. Super excited about this figure. This is one of the few pre-orders I did on a standard mainline release, simply because my boys and my daughter are basketball players and they wanted to make sure they got this. So I told them that's fine, and we did it. But super excited to get him out, see what it looks like outside of the package, how tall he really is. And it is really cool to finally get the last of the recruits from the G.I. Joe 87 movie, which I did love as a child. It was fun, enjoyed it thoroughly as a child. Makes a little less sense now, but I am a huge Energon fan, and I love Cobra Law now. Had Cobra Law as a kid, but didn't ever have a Big Lob because they never made him. And I am super excited to add Big Lob to the classified collection. This figure looks amazing. But for those of you that need it, there is the barcode. And then we've got, as usual, the side marks, what his specialties are. And we've got the Shooting the Galaxy photography on the back. His shoes are pretty cool. They almost look like Jordan 1s. But, so like I was saying, this is a Shooting the Galaxy photography. Don't know what that vehicle is he's on top of. Of course, we recognize the Joe base in the background. I do know a vehicle is coming that was featured in that movie later this year. Not going to say much more than that. But guys, I do have the Mafex Jordan. So I think I'm going to take the idea that I have seen online. Can't remember who it was that did it first, but they said with a little heat, you can get the Jordans to actually fit in on Big Lob's feet. And I think he'd look good with a pair of Space Jam 11's. So I think that's what we're going to do. And then, of course, guys, here is the art on the side of the box. And honestly, for the first time, I'm not that impressed with the side box art. It just looks a little bit too, I don't know, maybe GTA vibe. Kind of half cartoon, half realistic. But, I mean, that's what it is. It's Joe. But still, some of the other art is just so much better looking. And then, of course, he does come with the basketball hand. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm excited about Big Lob. The others in this standard line are on order at my local toy shop, Wolf Den Collectibles in Gadsden, Alabama. If you are in the Northeast Alabama area traveling through, I highly recommend stopping at Wolf Den. He has great prices, great selection, and great availability on toys of all kinds. New, old, it doesn't matter. But like I said, I've got the other 4 from the wave headed there. I've got 2 Cobra Law Royal Guards, and I've got the 3 retro classifieds headed there from this wave. But guys, we're going to get Big Lob opened up, check him out, and see what it's all about. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so here out of the package, we've got Bradley Big Lob Sanders. This is an excellent figure. From top to bottom. A lot of accessories. They all do fit on him. And there's also 2 alternate hands, another trigger finger hand if you want to use that. He's got the grenade bandolier wrap around. This really kick-ass gun. It is solid as hell. No warp to it whatsoever. He's got the ball hand, the jersey. He's got a really cool knife there. I'll try and take it out here in a minute and show it to you. And then a tiny pistol on his side hip. And let's see on the back here, got the what appears to be like a single shot grenade launcher. Fits perfect in the little pouch on his bandolier. Sanders on the back of his jersey. And he even comes with an individual grenade there that you can actually fix to the character. But just a great overall character. Very tall. We expected him to be. I'll get Serpentor out here in just a little bit and compare sizes on him. He'll stay standing here. Something my son pointed out to me. These are basically the same shoes as the old Converse Magic Johnsons. Except for a Converse logo, you got the G.I. Joe star. I'm really surprised they didn't get some kind of copyright infringement on that, because look up Magic Johnson Converse and you'll see that is basically the same shoe in different colorway. But also I am going to try the Mafex Jordans on him here in a little bit. But just a great overall figure. But something I have noticed, he is loose in the torso. And there's a lot of complaints about this in this wave, that it is way loose in the torso. And that is not good. I hate to hear that and see that, because otherwise he is a flawless figure. I even love the haircut. Even though it's not cartoon accurate, it is just such a great fade. Of course, the old school wristbands, blue and white. We'll get Serpentor out and do a size comparison, maybe get somebody else out and look at it, and then may try to put some Jordans on him here in a little bit. All right, guys, so here we've got Serpentor, who was the previously tallest character in the line, in my opinion. Maybe, in fact, I don't know. But look at the height difference. Yes, I've got Big Lob standing up as straight as he can. Serpentor's not been over at all. And there is about, if we were looking at this as people, I would say there's at least 1.5 inches difference between the two of them, making Big Lob the new king of height in G.I. Joe Classified. But that's it for a Serpentor comparison. Let's try just a regular figure here and see how it pans out. Fellas, so I went with an extreme difference here. We got Short Man Tunnel Rat here, one of my favorite all-time Joes, and Big Lob standing behind him. So I'm guessing if we put Tunnel Rat in Big Lob's arms like they did when they were celebrating their win at the end of the training course in the movie, it would probably look about accurate to that movie shot. I mean, this guy is huge, guys. But welcome, finally, a tall dude into the Joe line that is extremely tall, much like myself, my boys, my daughter. It's good to see heights represented in the line, not just the shorter guys like Mainframe and Tunnel Rat, but to see Big Lob towering over everybody. All right, guys, let's check these shoes out and see if they really can fit on here. All right, guys, so right out the gate, I just wanted to show you this knife. It is really, really long. It is a new knife to the series, but damn, I like it. And it has a pretty long sheath there for it. See if we can get that in there without knocking him over. All right, guys, so here is Big Lob again, but this time with the Space Jam 11's, baby. Look at how good those look. Now, the Mafex Jordan also came with the 4s. And these are the original Joe shoes, or as I said earlier, they're really Converse. But the Mafex Jordan did also come with the 1s, and they look really good on him. But I do believe I'm going Space Jam 11's for this thing. But guys, I can't say enough good stuff about this figure, man. I cannot wait to get another goal from starting lineup. I might find one online. Oh, and he fell. That's all right, though. I didn't stand him up well enough, apparently. But guys, those Space Jam 11s make a huge difference. I like those shoes on him. Looks way more Hooper to me. And these look good. They just kind of, the darker shoes with this just kind of didn't pop enough in my opinion. So it was definitely going to be the ones or the 11s. And I love the ones. They're the traditional J's. I've had them. But honestly, ones are not that comfortable, guys. But 11s, now they are. So that is Big Lob. And may do some more shots of them when I get another starting lineup goal. My boys have 2 of them. I may rob one to show just in this video. But I'll definitely have to pose them out a little better. But great figure. No complaints except for the loose torso. A little wobbly. And these shoes are great. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Converse G.I. Joe Stars are cool shoes. But that just looks better to me. So that's what we're going to go with. And that is Bradley Big Lob Sanders. Guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you can know when I've got upcoming videos and when they've been released and dropped. So you can tune in and check it out. But that's going to be it for today. Hopefully in the next few days we'll be getting the rest of the wave in and the 3 retros, or at least some of them, so we can move on and look at some more Joes. So as always, Yo Joe. All right, guys, so I'm going to throw in one more shot here. This is probably the pose I'm going to be going with on the shelf. Those Space Jams look amazing. Got him mid-dribble, and he's still looking out front, ready to kill some Cobras. A bandolier moved a little more to the side. Man, this figure's fantastic. I am absolutely head over heels in love with it. Big Lob is the man. That's all I can say. But dude, he is such a great figure. One complaint, though, and I'm going to show y'all real quick if I can. Let's see. Pull this off to the side here. I'm going to click him back once on his torso so y'all can see here. Hasbro. Man, if I wanted him looking up in the air, this would just, you'd have screwed us. I mean, what is that? At least make the numbers cohesive, like straight up, straight down, so they just look like extensions. But man, going with the angled number, that has totally shot this. So it is either a straight up chest pose or nothing. Might as well not even have the ab crunch in there. But still, other than that, absolutely balls out, amazing figure. Love the fact that I could get the Mayfix Jordans on there. Love the fact I had them to get on there. So it has just turned out great. But man, that's going to be it for this one. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe, turn on your notifications. Share the video if you like it. Make sure you hit that hot button whenever I get one. But guys, that's it for today. Big Lob Basketball. Yo Joe.